Happy Saturday or Sunday or whatever day of the week it is that you're watching this because it is YouTube and this exists on the internet forever. I'm excited to bring you guys SF23 today. We're at Catalunya, as you can see, Spain, a track I've run a lot of laps on. We're just jumping into qualifying. We are the 12th car in a 16 car split. So somewhere down near the bottom, I think we're probably not going to qualify. I am going to jump out on track and run some laps, but give myself a purposeful black flag just because. Show you what the car looks like too. Today we are running in a mobile paint scheme. Just petting the dog over here. See if it'll show it. Oh, someone crashed into the end of pit lane. That's not good. That's not me. That's my car, though. Cool mobile scheme I found on Trading Paints. So let's run a couple laps. I have run an absolute ton of practice laps here this week. If you watched my race last week, apologies. I forgot to turn my microphone on for most of it. I can see that it's working now, so that's good. So definitely work to improve there. We also need to improve our on-track performance. These cars are still new to me. This is only be my second official race in the SF23s. It might be my last too, if I'm being honest. I am one race away, as long as this is a clean one, from going A license on Formula. And I might retire from the SF23 after this, because this is kind of a difficult little car to drive. The rear likes to step out quite a bit. But I have run enough laps here to where I feel like I should be able to put a pretty clean race together. And that's what we're going to aim to do. We just want to be clean and then see where everything shakes out at the end of this. And working on getting the tires up to temp here. And once we do that, I'll take you through a lap here at Catalunya. This is a classic track. I've run it many, many times on Formula One. Maybe also on Forza. I think this track's on Forza. But I really haven't run it much on iRacing. I think I've ran it once in Formula 4s. Looks like some people are really struggling to keep the car on track. There's gravel all over the place. Alright, so this is the historic layout, which means it's got two really fast last couple turns that take pretty high speed. And we are heading down the pitch straight. This is a long run with a downhill portion, and you're going to keep an eye on the board. You just passed 400. First braking point for me is coming at 100, right there. We want to get this thing down to third gear, kind of let it run through that first turn, take some curb there, and then we are winding up into a very fast right-hander, which I didn't take very well. You can get all the way down to the curb there. Get down to third. I'm in second right now. I'm going to brake about a quarter of the way in on that yellow and black strip back there, and then where we just passed on the right-hand side, there's a little service road. Right after you get past the wall, that's my braking point. And now looking here, right at the start of that white strip on the rumble strips on the outside, right where you first come to it. Braking at the orange bit of Armco there. And I'm taking this way too slow. Just want to walk you through this lap. I'm also not really trying to put down a good time. Braking at the 100 board. Down too much. Really want to be in second gear. I'm going to brake right past those cones on the left-hand side. We're going to turn in early there. You want to turn in before you get to the white bit towards the end of the rumble strip on the right-hand side, and you really got to avoid that inside curb, unlike I did there. This would be a really slow lap.
27.986.
It's just third, but I don't think we'll stay there. Probably start from the pits if I start third. Broke at the 100 board there. And this is much better. can take the curb through that high-speed right-hander. Second and a half faster this time. We're running like 123s in practice. And I did a time trial as well just to get ready for this. Turn could have been better. Well, that lap was faster, but I don't think it counted. But that's all right. We will be starting from the pits. Looks like we're pretty slow. I was running like 123s in practice. And that was a, 127.9. Consistently, I can run 123s, 124s. To be candid, I'm for sure going to start from the pits. I think we should be competitive for the middle of the field, but I don't want to have all these people behind me when I'm not very used to this car. To be candid, this has been a strange day. I was planning to run this race about 2 hours ago at 12:30. And as I was practicing for it, the carbon monoxide detector started going off in my house. Frankly, I don't know if that'll happen again. It might. If it does, we'll see. Y'all want to meet Rosie? My little dog Rosie. Say hi. 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 If it does go off again, apologies. It's pretty loud and it's also just like right out there. But it'll at least be an interesting stream as I have to, probably pull over and quit the race in the middle of it to get outside and air the house out. Had the fire department here today. It just hasn't been a normal day, but no issue since. Get the house aired out. I think we should be okay. If not, this will make for a really interesting recording. So we got about a minute left until we start this race. Again, we are going to start from the pits. I have raced with a couple of these guys before. Patrick and Ivan are names that I recognize. Rosie is going to be sad when I push her out of my lap here in a minute because she can't stay in my lap while I race. We've got 26 laps. I think this race is going to go kind of quick. Our lap times are like 123s. So should be like a 40-minute race, 45-minute race. Rosie making her first appearance on YouTube. You're YouTube famous, Rosie. Did you know that you could be on YouTube? Do you know what YouTube is? I don't think you know what YouTube is. All right, Rosie's got to get down because we're going racing. We will grid up and then not grid up and just go ahead and start this thing from the pits. That was a horribly slow lap. I think we should be faster than Patrick, Maximiliano, and Joseph based on the practice times we put up. Been working at getting a license on this series for about a year. I got onto iRacing about a year. If I can get a license today, it's going to give me a license in all of the pavement series on iRacing. I've had it on oval for quite some time. Just got it on sports cars. I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. No, less than a month ago. Sometime after the 24 hours at Daytona, and now looking to have it on Formula, and I'm really excited to have that. Honestly, it doesn't open up much else for you. Like looking at it, like you get to race the Formula One cars at C class, so it doesn't open up much more for you. I'm more just excited to be able to say that I'm A licensed in all the pavement series. And that doesn't mean I'm good at iRacing. It just means that I'm patient most of the time and can avoid getting in crashes. Come here. All right, we missed the start. Oh no. I see at least one other car here in the pits with us.
Green flag. We do not have to worry about gas, right?
And we
We
are
not
going.
concerned about fuel at all. 10-4.
So again, goal for today, don't crash. See how everything
Middle of the
goes.
track. Car on the right.
We got people
Keep
crashing in front of
keep
us.
going.
Oh,
Heads
that
up.
is an
In
upside
front of you
down
now.
race
Keep your
car.
eyes open.
Well, this is good for us. Those are free positions. Very good. Bunch of free positions right at the start of this thing. Looks like somebody went off there too. Car in front is really slow or has damage. On cold tires, got to keep that in mind. It really adversely affects the handling of the car. I don't want to push it too hard, really, for like 2 laps. Go back and look at that first lap wreck after this race. We got somebody going wide there. I think I've ran something like close to 100 laps in practice this week on this track, just trying to get used to it, up to 9th already. So I'm not confident that I'm particularly fast, but I am confident that I can at least be consistent. We're already in positive iRating territory. A couple cars off over here.
Moving.
Another one up here, it looks like. Yeah, somebody went off to the left. There's gravel all over the track. There is overtaking this car. I'm going to wait to use it for a bit.
26.407.
Up to 8th now. We got a car accident in the pits here in front of us. Overtaking this car is similar to the push-to-pass system in the IndyCar, where you get so much of it throughout the race. There's no recharge. There's a couple of little differences. One is, like, I think there's a recharge time of like 90 seconds. So you don't want to use it in quick bursts. You want to get everything out of it. And it's definitely best to use it in a long straight. Broke a little early there with the gravel on the tires. In front of us should be getting blue flags. See if he obeys.
P1 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 23.229. Out of the way, Earl. bud. Already told him twice. 25, 27, 7,
They
2.
gave it to us. This is going to be a new entrance angle here. I'm going to brake a little early.
Clear, clear, clear.
No pit stop in this race. We're running all the way through to the end. Off up here.
Got one off the track in front of you. Your eyes open.
People struggling all over the place. This guy in front of us clearly is fast, but struggling to keep the car on track.
P1 is the fastest car on the track. 22.
Take this turn so slow, and I think people run into issues when they don't. Earlier, I think this is going to be my last race in SF23, unless something really interesting comes up on an official schedule in the future. We got a car catching us. I'm way more interested in driving the Indy cars than these. Indy cars just at Zandvoort this week. I don't know that track as well, and I'm still kind of new to racing without the driving line. I'm 6th. This overtake. We got a car catching us too. Rosie! Little Roseanne over here hanging out next to me.
Got that lap car up there.
Lap car here in front of us. I think he must have got caught up in the wreck on the first lap. Race with him last week. Definitely ruined one of his races, not on purpose. Thank you. In practice, I found that you can kind of hug that inside curb, and it almost like kicks you around the turn in the way you want it to. Just haven't got the car to that point yet.
That's what we need.
7 laps in out of 26. We got a long way to go. go. That was a little bit better. I'm already so much more pleased with this performance than last week's.
P1 is the fastest car on the track. 22.139.
Santiago behind me is really burning overtake to Cassius. I think we'll burn a little bit, just to hold him off a little bit. Definitely don't want to use more than him. I'm happy to let him use all that up and save mine for later. Next car ahead is Ivan. He was having some issues keeping the car on track earlier. May have cleared that up. He seems a good bit faster than me. He's pulling away. There he is going into the next turn.
Hey, that last lap was good.
There's a better way to play iRacing than to get to pet a dog in the straights. Santiago really using that overtake. Seems like in every one of the front straights. He's going to burn all that stuff up and then probably won't be able to catch me. Currently in 6th place. Much better performance than last week, where I think never passed a single car on track for position. Definitely got a lot of help from that first lap wreck.
21.928.
Pulling away from Santiago, but Ivan is pulling away from us quite steadily. A little off there. And this is how these longer road course races tend to go. The field strings out, you end up running by yourself for quite a while. I'm really enjoying driving this car around here. It's definitely one of the more difficult cars on iRacing from what the general public seems to think. I struggled in it last week for sure, but I don't know if it's because I've driven Spain so many times, but I'm really enjoying it around here. A little too much speed into that turn. That turn is a place where we might have some issues. Had some issues there in practice for sure, just carrying too much speed, and then the rear end comes around and you're in the gravel. That's 11 out of 26, coming up on halfway in this race. It's a perfect example of practice really paying off. Like, I am not good in this car, but challenging for a top 5. Some people really struggled through there. Gravel all over the place in places there shouldn't be any.
Just an update, fast guys are running 22.28.
Burn some overtake in the front stretch this time around.
Couple up in front of you.
I don't know why we have people pitting unless there's damage.
23.825.
We're up to 5th. We'll take it. Really, the only reason to pit in this series is if you have damage, you have enough fuel to go the whole way. And the tires hold up pretty well. You don't need to take new ones at any point. See Santiago catching us now that he's only got 4 seconds left on his push to pass. Lost the rear there. Gave it a little too much fuel with a little too much wheel. We are just past halfway in this race now. 5th place. A really good path to get our A license. We've only got 2 incident points. Have to get A license and a podium. Got 3 incident points. Had a slight off there. Don't see us catching Ivan on our own merit. He's almost 12 seconds ahead now. Our biggest competition is definitely Santiago behind us at 3.5. He hasn't gained any ground. We've still got a lot of push to pass to use. I'm thinking we may just conserve for the rest of the race.
23 is the fastest car on the track. 21.49.
What I'm thinking about is like, what is the point of tear-offs in this game? Especially if they're unlimited, I understand like it's extra realism, but if they're unlimited, like for me, like the moment things start to get a little bit unclear, I'm like, hit that tear-off button. Ground on Santiago now.
3, 1.
Somebody just had an off there. Smooth and steady is going to get us this top 5.
P1 is the fastest car on the track. 21.402.
Inside of 10 to go now, about 9 laps. Missed the breaking point there a little bit. Gained a ton of time though. we'll start burning down this push to pass. Starting in the front stretch here. No reason to take it to the next race with us, because you can't. Santiago's not gaining any time on us. I would like to build my gap a little bit. Seven to go.
347.
We got to keep this clean and do our job, but I would be really thrilled to finish fifth.
23.596. This is a good lap, my man. Keep it up.
Another off. Distracted, looking to see how much iRating I could earn up on the relative in the top right. Get my car in the right gear there. Some overtake. Santiago picked up a little bit of time there.
24.32. Good job, buddy. Tell me what you got when you get a chance. T2 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 21.287.
Again. Be in second gear, not third there. I don't know why that's an issue for me now, because it hadn't been at any point. 4 laps to go. Right up here is a lapped car. A new car behind us. 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds back. Hopefully he and Santiago race each other and hold each other up because they're now 2 seconds apart. Three to go. Now I'm watching the time behind me. Leader just took 2 to go.
Speed 1, get the fastest car on the track. 21.251. Speed 2, get the fastest car on the racetrack. 21.19.
Maintaining the gap to the car behind nicely.
Damn, dude, that was the fastest lap we've run
He's
in a
still
while.
got all of his push to pass. Use it at all. I kind of wonder if he maybe doesn't know about it.
Speed 1, get the fastest car on
It's
the
not like
track.
he can use it all to catch me. He's only going to have one real burst at it. Car behind is definitely faster.
White flag this time.
Save my little push to pass burst for the last turn. He's 2 seconds back.
Speed 1, get the fastest car on the track. 20.843.
Right now, mentally, I'm reminding myself not to push too hard. 2 seconds is a lot to make up in a lap. He's doing a good job at it. He's still got to pass me.
Start getting a look at your
He messed
entrance
himself
to
up.
pit road.
We'll hold on to fifth because the guy behind us had an incident. And we'll definitely take that. Not a bad finish for us, especially after last week's struggles. But I think the even better news is I bet that when we back out of this race, I'm going to come all the way around and go to the pits. We're going to be greeted with a very nice scream, the sound of angel choruses singing, and a notification that I am an A-licensed formula driver. I think we can stop there. That's good. 4 incident points certainly isn't bad. Won't complain about that. We finished 5th after starting 6th, but actually starting from the pits as the 12 car. Had the best performance of any low-ranked car. Really glad about that. Top 5 certainly aren't bad. I will save the replay. And what do you have for us, iRacing? Still says B. Why are we still B? B 3.52 plus 1.1 plus 0.11 safety rating plus 53 I rating. Ready for season promotion. Occurs at end of current season. You don't get a mid-season promotion? Oh, four. Man, you'd think that I am new to iRacing or something. I've been doing this for a year. I should have just known that. Well, all right. I mean, the season's almost over. Just got to maintain, not embarrass ourselves. But that was a lot of fun. Good finish. Glad that went as well as it did. Rosie, you want to say bye to YouTube? Rosie, you're over here. There you go. Bye, YouTube. Bye.